Mauricio Pochettino is open to becoming Manchester United manager, and it is not out of the question they could get the Paris Saint-Germain's boss now. Mauricio Pochettino is open to becoming Manchester United manager, and it is not out of the question they could get the Paris Saint-Germain boss now. The Argentina is held in high regard at Old Trafford, but there was a feeling it might be difficult to price him away from PSG mid-season. The Argentina is held in high regard at Old Trafford, but there was a feeling it might be difficult to price him away from PSG mid-season. United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on Sunday and said they were looking to appoint an interim manager. United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on Sunday and said they were looking to appoint an interim manager. But Pochettino's potential availability could change that. But Pochettino's potential availability could change that. It is not that United have made an approach yet, but the 49-year-old is less than completely happy with the setup at PSG, where his role is essentially that of first-team coach with all broader club and footballing issues handled by sporting director Leonardo. It is not that United have made an approach yet, but the 49-year-old is less than completely happy with the setup at PSG, where his role is essentially that of first team coach with all broader crop and following issues handled by sporting director Leonardo. Pochettino enjoyed more control during his 5 years in charge of Tottenham and is known to be keen on return to the Premier League. Pochettino enjoyed more control during his 5 years in charge of Tottenham and is known to be keen on a return to the Premier League. He has never made any secret of the fact he would like to manage an English game again, and while he is living in a hotel in Paris, his family remains in London. That travel element is not thought to be hugely significant factor, though, given it is as easy to get to the capital from Paris as it is from Manchester. He has never made any secret of the fact he would like to manage in the English game again, and while he is living in a hotel in Paris, his family remain in London. The travel element is not thought to be a hugely significant factor, though given it is as easy to get to the capital from Paris as it is from Manchester. The former Southampton boss has been in charge of PSG for 10 months, and this season they are 11 points clear at the top of League One after 14 games and a point behind Manchester City in their Champions League group. The former Southampton boss has been in charge of PSG for 10 months, and this season they are 11 points clear at the top of League One after 14 games and a point behind Manchester City in their Champions League group. Indeed, Pochettino will be in Manchester this week for his team's game against the Premier League champions. Indeed, Pochettino will be in Manchester this week for his team's game against the Premier League champions. Part of his unhappiness in Paris is around the culture of the club. His team includes superstars like Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and Neymar, but the squad is unbalanced. Part of his unhappiness in Paris is around the culture of the club. His team includes superstars like Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and Neymar, but the squad is unbalanced. There is a surplus of left backs, for example, and there was a feeling they did not need to sign Italia goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma in the summer. There is a surplus of left backs, for example, and there was a feeling they did not need to sign Italia goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma in the summer. Those recruitment decisions are out of Pochettino's hands since all transfers he is essentially an advisor to Leonardo. Those recruitment decisions are out of Pochettino's hands since on transfers he's essentially an advisor to Leonardo. After taking charge of Park des Princes in January, Pochettino endured a difficult first season as he attempted to overcome the long-standing criticism of him that he has not won major trophies. After taking charge of to taking charge at Park des Princes in January. Pochettino endured a difficult first season as he attempted to overcome the long-standing criticism of him that he has not won major trophies. He lifted the trophy as champions, the French equivalent of the Community Shield, within days of taking over, and went on to win the Prince Cup in May. He lifted the trophies as champions, the French equivalent of the Community Shield, within days of taking over, and went on to win the Prince Cup in May. But PSG failed. PSG failed to win the League One title for only the second time in 9 seasons, finishing a point behind the Real, and were knocked out of the Champions League by Manchester City in the semi-finals. Failed to win the League One title for only the second time in 9 seasons, finishing a point behind Lille, and were knocked out of the Champions League by Manchester City. In the semi-finals. Pochettino is reluctant to force a move mid-season, but a switch to Old Trafford could work for both parties, since the Qatari owners of PSG are known to be keen admirers of Zinedine Zidane, the former Real Madrid manager who is out of work. Pochettino is reluctant to force a move mid-season, but a switch to Old Trafford could work for both parties, since the Qatari owners of PSG are known to be keen admirers of Zinedine Zidane, the former Real Madrid manager who is out of work. There are other possibilities for United though. For United though. They are also known to admire Ajax's Erik ten Hag, but it is believed he would be unwilling to leave the club in mid-season. Leicester's Brendan Rodgers also has his admirers. They are also known to admire Ajax's Erik ten Hag, but it is believed he would be unwilling to leave the club in mid-season. Leicester's Brendan Rodgers also has his admirers. Brendan Rodgers also has his admirers. If United do go for an interim appointment, their former France defender Laurent Blanc has been mentioned as a potential candidate. He has not had a job in Europe since 2016 and is working in Qatar. If United do go for an interim appointment, their former France defender Laurent Blanc has been mentioned as a potential candidate. He has not had a job in Europe since 2016 and is working in Qatar. It has also been suggested former United skipper Steve Bruce would be interested in short-term role following his exit from Newcastle. It has also been suggested former United skipper Steve Bruce would be interested in short-term role following his exit from Newcastle.